Head over to the National Weather Service, Sabrina, where we have Landon and Aydlett standing by with work week weather. We do this every Monday around this time. Good morning, Landon.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
We're doing pretty good. In the pre-show, guys, if you guys behind the scenes, Landon kind of well, he's doing two holidays at once. That's what I call multitasking. He's got a little bit of Christmas. I'd say it's about a 70-30 split. 70 Christmas, 30 Halloween.
Here we go.
Whoa, that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep them in here. It keeps me awake on these long days at the office. So if I move in my chair, it just kind of starts speaking in my head. So
I'm also thinking you could probably turn off the lights and you could say that's an homage to like Skull Island from King Kong, but you know that's a huge, that's like a life-size skull. Huh?
Yeah, it's larger than life actually, and it just like the slightest movement triggers it. And so sometimes I'm concentrating on my emails, and it starts chirping, and it freaks me out sometimes. So
and you guys work 24/7 there at the NWS. I'm sure that thing like scares the bejesus out of some people at 2 a.m. You know, when they walk in.
Yeah, I know it's bigger.
You know, that's my goal is get these little motion sensor things in the hallways, and when people go to the restroom or to the mail room, it just like starts barking at them. So kind of spice things up.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's haunted over there.
And who says meteorologists don't know how to party?
Right. Yeah. I know you said that.
Some of us do.
I know you said that skull wasn't life size, but after a good show, that's about how big my head can get.
Ooh.
Hey, hoo. 6:51. Landon, so what are we looking at for work week weather?
Well, definitely not too bad. Like you were saying, it's off and on showers for the last several days, for the last week. This is going to be the trend at least for the next 36 hours. So we had this little blob pop up just east of us a little while ago, about an hour ago, and it was a beautiful cumulonimbus cloud, but it looks like it's starting to stratify and die out just a little bit. Was it coming towards central Guam where we're located? No, it dived down to the southwest and clipped over the southern half of Guam. So we're going to be seeing these things pop up over the next day and a half or so. We just got this weak disturbance pushing through right now. This is an infrared satellite picture from the Himawari geostationary satellite high in orbit over our heads. We have this disturbance. All of these showers are just going to be pushing through. Is it going to be a washout? Certainly not a washout, but it's going to be an off and on shower. So you're going to have a mix of showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm or two, and then peaks of sunshine throughout the day. So it's going to be humid. It's going to be muggy. But periods of showers and thunderstorms through the day, and then it's going to be another round of showers and thunderstorms probably late tonight into Tuesday morning as this second little surge starts to push through right here. After that, it's going to be a little bit drier for the middle and the last half of the week, but another disturbance could come up and bring showers this weekend. So tropics-wise, we do have this invest area. That's invest area 96W by the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. That is well away from us, moving towards the Philippines. So any development that occurs with that will be well west of us and not a concern for us. However, there's this string of showers and thunderstorms across Micronesia. That's giving them very much abundant rainfall now and on for the next couple weeks. However, drought conditions do persist in Kapinga Maringi. They were making some headlines out of Micronesia in the last couple of weeks, requesting water. Kapinga is a very small isolated atoll in the southern parts of Pohnpei State, and they're in exceptional drought right now. So we're looking at the USAPI, US affiliated Pacific Islands, United States drought monitor map. No drought for Micronesia and the Mariana Islands. We did have drought statements going out for the Mariana Islands a couple months ago, but Kapinga Maringi, they're in exceptional drought. That's the severest of drought categories. And we don't see any rainfall relief for them for weeks to come. So the situation down there may be getting worse. So you may be seeing them in headlines, national and international headlines, before much longer. So hopefully we get some rain relief, but with the current La Nina pattern, this is what we're going to be seeing a lot of showers and thunderstorms between 5 and 12 north. Typically that convergence of the strong trade winds coming down from the northeast, coming through the Marianas. Right now, we're kind of in a battle of wills. Or do we want to linger into the tropical season, or do we want the winter season to come in? And it's going to be kind of a ebb and flow for the coming month and a half or so. We'll probably see some little disturbances spin up through here, and they could come our way in the next 2 to 6 weeks. Will they develop? It's too early to say, but we could be seeing little periods of tropical weather disturbances come through our region, and then followed by a bout of trade winds coming through. So Tuesday, we are looking for an area of strong trade winds to come through, bump up our winds up Tuesday night into Wednesday. We do have a moderate risk of rip currents now through the next couple of days as a result of the stronger trade winds along east and north facing reefs. But at this time, no advisories are in effect. You go to our Facebook page at U.S. National Weather Service Guam. This is our infographic from one of our coworkers, Brandon, not my twin, but another Brandon. He just posted this morning, giving a detailed analysis of what we're looking at for Chuuk, Pohnpei, Koh and Madro. Also, the Mariana Islands has given us that period of showers off and on through today and through Tuesday. And then Palau and Yap with that disturbance moving off towards the west-northwest. So all in all, not a bad forecast. Definitely no significant weather problems that we have to be concerned about here locally. But it's just those off and on showers and thunderstorms that we have to watch out for. So if you're outside exercising, I saw people walking out here and teaching this morning about 5 minutes before the shower hits. So if you're going to be outside walking, check the sky, make sure there's no large looming clouds coming over you, because the rain's not a problem, but the lightning could be an issue.
Well, hey, Landon, do you have any stats as far as rainfall, inches, whatnot? Because we've been getting some heavy showers, but
Yeah.
Is it translating into a lot of rainfall, more than normal, maybe?
Yeah, that's correct. And actually, for the month of September, actually, we're in October now, aren't we? COVID months, they fly by. Let me turn my camera around. There we go. So for the month of September, you can find this on our webpage. If you look for our climatology, we are at 11 inches plus for the month, and that's about 4 inches above normal. On, October 11th, we did set a daily rainfall record. We had 3 inches of rain that day, breaking the record that was set in the 1960s. So, yeah, we've had some wet days, and it's still possible with these showers and thunderstorms, they could dump locally heavy amounts of showers. Not everybody gets that heavy rainfall, but some isolated areas do. And that's just indicative of this pattern with these weak trade wind disturbances passing through our region. But yeah, September or October is definitely wetter than it's normally supposed to be at this time. So that's good for us as far as drought conditions.
Right.
Well, you had me at cumulonimbus. What is that?
That's my favorite cloud. That's the cumulonimbus. Those are those convective clouds that build up very tall vertically. They can get upwards of 30, 40, 50,000 feet up in the atmosphere. And then they reach that stable layer in the atmosphere, the stratosphere, and they flatten out and they go out looks like an anvil. So we call them anvil clouds. That's the shorthand term for cumulonimbus. And those are those thunderstorm producers.
Right. Yeah.
Cumulonimbus.
And
Cumulonimbus.
Don't say it a lot because you're going to cause a thunderstorm. You say it 5 times fast. Yeah. Hey, Atlanta, just a little bit more on the thunder and the lightning, because last week it was just crazy loud in EPAN. I mean, it was shaking the windows.
Yeah, definitely. We had a lot of upper level support in the atmosphere, and I'm going to turn.
Oh,
I'm still there. Are you still there?
yes.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, let me turn you around. So we're looking at the satellite. Last week we had a lot of upper level support with the upper level troughs and stuff. It's not that impressive right now. So these blue lines, if you can see those, I'm going to dim that. So the blue lines, those are the wind flow pattern in the upper atmosphere. So we have this large anticyclonic spin up there clockwise. So that's fair weather in the atmosphere. But as far as upper level support, we don't really have that much support here. What we want to see is a troughing, like right here, that curvature and a low level pressure motion. When we have that moving through the area, that can give that upper level support to help induce that deeper vertical convection. That's where we have that deep convection, the showers and thunderstorms, where you want that weather, the ice particles to get way up in the atmosphere. You build that frictional charges, and then you have your updrafts and your downdrafts, and then you have the thunderstorms. A lot of good stuff there.
So if there's a lot of thunder, I could say, gosh, these cumulonimbus clouds are hovering over our island, and I'll sound really smart, right?
You sound like you know what you're talking about.
Just don't say gosh.
Did you know what they were, Chris?
I don't want to make it look bad, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
Bree's
know
just
that.
trying to do something so
Cumulonimbus.
she can get like another 100 followers on Instagram by like she's
Cumulonimbus.
shooting her shot with the cumulonimbus knowledge.
Yeah. Now, if you see those sitting over the island, that's you can know if it's sitting over the island It's
Sounds so
dumping some
cool.
pretty heavy showers and some thunderstorms in a small isolated area.
Right.
And that's where we can get our flash flood situations, especially like in the southern mountains where the creeks and the rivers are. So if you see those over the island sitting in place, it's bad news for whoever's within that vicinity. A few miles away, bone dry usually.
Landon, what other kinds of cloud formations are we seeing this time of year? Let's do a little cloud 101.
Well, you can see a little bit of cirrus cloud. Those is a very high level at flight level of the aircraft. You get the cirrus; those are ice particles way up in the atmosphere, and they can be spawning from high level convection. And there's those upper level winds that'll steer those over our area. So we have mid level clouds, altocumulus, and I'm trying to turn my camera around. There you go. You have the low levels, the middle levels, and the upper levels. And so right now we're looking at these colors, those reds and pinks, those are in the mid levels, altocumulus, and they can be associated with convection. And then the blues, we're looking at the cloud top temperatures. The blues, that's where the deep convection is, the showers, intense rainfall, thunderstorms. And most of that's close to these tropical disturbances as they pass by. Once they start going red, we're looking more at the mid levels, and then they decay, and then there's not much left. But the towering cumulus, we have the fair weather cumulus that don't put out much showers, and then they can develop into the towering cumulus and then the cumulonimbus for the mature thunderstorms.
We had a comment here, Landon, kind of alluding to the whole Ben Franklin flying a kite in a thunderstorm. But I kind of wanted to ask about umbrellas, right? So rainy season, a lot of people carrying umbrellas for when you get those showers. Maybe, like you said, people out walking in Tizen. How risky is it to pop open that umbrella in the middle of a thunderstorm?
Chances are you would be fine, but there's always that risk that you could trigger a lightning strike because a lot of the umbrellas, they have that metal structure, that metal wiring in there that holds the frame together. I know in the back of my head, I will never risk it. If it's raining and I don't see the potential for lightning, like just stratocumulus, and it's just low or mid-level clouds and it's just steady rain, that's probably not a problem. But if you start having these showers and thunderstorms and you want to walk outside with an umbrella, I'd hold off just a little bit till it passes.
Good stuff.
Well, we could have saved somebody's life today, Landon, so thanks for that.
Well, I hope so, because lightning, I was actually looking on my Facebook memory this morning at 3 o'clock when I woke up and I'm drinking my coffee. And I think it was 2011 today, we had the Micronesia Culture Fair. And I think it was a big rain event at the Micronesia Culture Fair at Epal Beach. And then nearby, there were some showers and thunderstorms, and 2 people were struck by lightning that day. One passed away and one survived, but he was injured. And I think they were both at the Agate and the Agana boat basins. So lightning strikes do occur here. If you hear thunder, get indoors. If you are within earshot of lightning, you hear that thunder, that's a warning sign that you are within range of lightning strikes of a thundercloud.
Man, God, it looks like I can't go running today. It's just too risky.
Trying to
It's too
get out
risky.
of it.
You'll probably be fine today.
No.
Like I said,
No.
It's not going to be washed out.
You can't
Yeah,
get out
it'll
of
be
it,
off and on
Christopher.
today.
All right, okay. Nice try.
Time to go on the elliptical.
Right on. Thanks, Landon. Anything in closing you want to add for this week, work week weather?
Yeah, the work week, not bad at all. But the weekend, it looks like we could have another round of showers this weekend, but it's still far out in the time. The tropics can vary quite a bit beyond days 3 and 4. So we have to watch out for that. My skull just popped off behind me. But
Haunted.
yeah, watch out for the weekend forecast because things can change a lot here in the tropics in the wet season.
Nice. Okay, Landon. Well, we see some major changes. Maybe we could get you on later in the week for an update. Till then, be safe.
Definitely, I'll be here all week.
Right,
All right.
right on.
Thanks,
Thanks, Landon.
Thank you.
Be safe. Wash your hands. Stay home. Well, when you're not at work. 7:03. There you go. Landon Aydlett from the National Weather Service. Good stuff, Bree.
Yeah.
I love it when people geek out on stuff that they really enjoy, man. It's
Well, I
so
mean,
cool.
that's kind of what he does. So it's cool that we get all the charts. And I mean, when you go in there to the Weather Service, it's neat because they've just got all these screens with all these. And a lot of them, I don't know what the technical term